Cats make great bedtime comforters. They're soft, they're warm, their purrs are relaxing to listen to, and their presence is comforting. But no matter how much you want them to, not all cats will naturally go to sleep in your bed at night. Even if they like sleeping there well enough during the day, picking them up and putting them on the bed won't help. Cats are strong-willed creatures and will generally object to being strong-armed into doing something, even if it's something they enjoy. So you may be wondering, is there any way to get your furry friend to sleep with you at night? Or is your bed doomed to be cold and kittyless forever? Well, help is at hand. In this video, we are going to look at the 6 steps you can use to get your cat to sleep in your bed at night. But before we dive in, why not subscribe to our channel and join our feline-loving community for more tips and tricks to help you care for your cat? While you're at it, ring that notification bell to receive instant updates whenever we post new content. Step 1. Use soft fabrics. Your cat isn't going to sleep somewhere where they're not comfortable, even as a personal favor to a loving cat parent. If you want your kitty to lie down beside you next time you need to get some shut-eye, you need to make your bed a place that they want to be. Luckily, cats and humans have a lot of the same tastes when it comes to comfort. One easy way, for example, to make your bed more feline-friendly is to make use of soft blankets and cushions. Cats tend to favor fabrics that are soft, warm, and fluffy, much like the cats themselves. Fleece is a particular favorite with a lot of cats, both to rest on and to knead. A fleece throw over your bed in winter will make your bed a perfect feline paradise, although you may find it gets a little too warm for you in the summer months. Step 2. Use bribery. They haven't invented a cat yet who wasn't highly susceptible to bribery, whether in the form of human affection, fun toys, or tasty treats. If you want your kitty on your bed at night, you have to get them used to the idea of jumping up there, and one easy way to do this is to lure them in. Cuddling and feeding them treats on your bed during the day will make them start to associate being there with positive feelings, making them more likely to go there at night. If you want to be even sneakier, you can even get a toy mouse or ball filled with catnip and leave it on top of your bed covers. If your cat is one of the 70% of cats who is susceptible to catnip, then the toy will not only attract them to your bed, but once they get close enough, the effects of the herb will likely cause them to flop over and go to sleep automatically. This will then make them more likely to see your bed as a cozy place for a cat nap. Don't bother trying this, however, if you have a kitten. It won't do them any harm, but it also probably won't give them any positive effects. Most cats don't react to catnip until after the age of 6 months. Until then, your little furball will respond better to treats and toys. Step 3. Leave the door open. This might sound a little counterintuitive. After all, if you want your kitty in your bed, that means you want them in your room first. Shutting them in at night may seem like a good first step. But cats aren't like people. Although they sleep a lot more than we do, sometimes up to 16 hours a day, they tend to do it in stops and starts, rather than in one big block. As such, even cats who go to sleep when their people do and are still in the bed when they wake up will probably have gotten up in the middle of the night for at least a little while, if only to get a drink and use the litter box. If you lock your cat in your room at night, then they may get bored or restless and will probably associate your room with those negative feelings. Giving your kitty the freedom to go in and out of your room at night makes it more likely that they will start hanging out there by choice. To accommodate your cat's intermittent sleep patterns, you should probably also consider laying out some toys, soft ones with no bells or rattles, unless you want to be woken up at 4 a.m., and maybe even setting up a cat tree in the room. Your cat is probably going to wander during the night no matter what you do, but making sure you're prepared for and accepting of that eventuality means that they're more likely to come back again. Step 4. Tire them out. Despite popular belief, cats aren't actually nocturnal. Instead, they're what's known as crepuscular, meaning that they are most active in the early mornings and late evenings. This is why a lot of people get woken up by their cats zooming around when they're trying to get to sleep at night, or meowing for food before their alarm clock has gone off. The times when humans are either asleep or trying to sleep are the times when our fuzzy friends are most wide awake. But as anyone who's ever worked a night shift knows, it's perfectly possible to change your sleep schedule. To get your cat used to sleeping when you sleep, all you need to do is tire them out. Start introducing active play sessions during the day, maybe right before and right after you get home from work. If your cat is awake and playing during the day, they're more likely to be tired later on. Have another session right before bedtime to work off some of your kitty's energy and get them ready for a sleep. Feeding your cat right before bedtime can also help bring on a nap. Cats are especially prone to the food coma and will often want to take a long snooze after a meal. If you don't mind the smell of cat food, having them eat in your bedroom will help ensure that your bed is conveniently near when they start looking for a good place to settle down. Step 5. Reward the behavior you want to see. No matter how clever your kitty is, or how much they might seem like they understand every word you say, it's unlikely that they're any more fluent in English than you are in meow. Telling your furry friend that you want them to sleep on your bed, therefore, is about as effective as telling them the square root of 81. They just won't understand. Instead, the best way to communicate to your kitty that you want them to do something is with positive reinforcement. Basically, reward them when they do the thing you want them to do. When your cat jumps on your bed, therefore, you should make sure to reward them, either with cuddles or with a treat. When they get into bed with you at night, even if you're very sleepy, make sure you don't just roll over and ignore them. That's not fair. Stroke them or cuddle them and speak to them in a kind, calm voice to let them know that they've done a good job and should do this sort of thing more often. Step 6. Don't push it. Although many cats will eventually come around to the idea of sleeping in their cat parent's bed, some never will. This doesn't mean that they don't like you, or that they don't enjoy cuddling with you under other circumstances or at other times of day. The thing you have to remember is that sleeping through the night is not a natural behavior for your cat. Nighttime for them is a time to play or to hunt or to patrol their territory, using their night vision to see the world in a way we never could. Some cats might be less willing than others to give all that up, and there's no point blaming them for that. There's also the fact that cats are very sensitive to movement and noise. If you're a light sleeper who tends to toss and turn in the night, your kitty is unlikely to want to sleep right next to you. For more information on how to care for your cat, why not check out this video on things you can do to extend your fur baby's lifespan as much as possible.